Hello guys. In this video we would like I would like to explain a little bit about something that we had learned before in our form 1 I think, for IGCSE student. In your form 1 you had already learned about this subtopic, which is the thermal equilibrium and thermal contact. So if you still can remember, in your form 1, so quite long time ago, past 3 years, we had already go through about thermal contact and thermal equilibrium. Equilibrium. So for today, in this video, we will do a short revision about thermal equilibrium. About thermal equilibrium. Of course, I will do something with thermal contact. So if you refer to our notes, which I had already uploaded in our Google Classroom, let's say we have two objects. We have two objects with different temperature. So object A, and then we have object B. So A will have its own temperature, let's say theta A, and B its own temperature, which is theta B. Theta A, the temperature of object A, and temperature of object B are different initially. And then what we are going to do, we put A besides B so that it will have contact between them. Meaning that they are touching to each other, A and B. What will happen then? What will happen then when A is put beside B, or A is put to touch the object B? Since there is difference in pressure, difference in temperature, difference in temperature. Let's say the theta A, the temperature of object A is larger than the temperature of object B. So we can say that A is hotter than B. So what will happen if there are contact between these two objects? Then there will be thermal flow. Thermal flow between them. There will be thermal flow. Thermal flow, or we can say also heat flow from A to B. And also at that time, some of the heat, will flow from B to A. But at this time, since the temperature of A is much larger compared to temperature of B, so the rate of flow of the thermal from A to B is higher than B. So two bodies in thermal contact are said to be in thermal equilibrium when it reach the same temperature and the net rate of heat transfer between the two bodies is zero. So thermal equilibrium is the condition. Thermal equilibrium is the condition when two objects in thermal contact. So thermal contact, remember thermal contact mean they must have contact, and at the same time there is thermal flow or heat flow between them. That is meant by thermal contact. So thermal equilibrium, when two objects are in thermal contact, at what point, okay, at one point, at one time, okay, what will happen? They will reach one, okay, they will reach one condition, one situation where the theta A equals to theta B. Okay, so initially A is hotter than B, so most of the heat flow from A to B, and some will flow from B to A. Okay, and until a few time after we let them in thermal contact, what will happen? Okay, let's say this is A, the same object B. At one time, okay, the temperature of object A, theta A, will reach certain temperature where the temperature of A is equals to temperature of B. Okay. So at that time, we can see that these two objects are in thermal equilibrium. Okay. So once they reach one common temperature, okay, or when A and B has the same amount of temperature, and they are still in contact between A and B, then we can say that A and B are in thermal equilibrium. Okay. So this is the condition. Okay. Theta A must be theta B, or temperature of object A must be equals to the temperature of object B. And then what will happen to the heat flow or thermal flow between them? Okay. Initially, when A is hotter than B, so much heat or thermal will flow from A to B compare B to A. Once they reach the thermal equilibrium, okay, what will happen? Okay, the flow, okay, the flow of heat or the thermal flow from A to B is equals to B to A. Let's say from A to B, the thermal flow is 20 joule. At the same time, 20 joule of heat or thermal will flow from B to A. This is what will happen when they reach the thermal equilibrium. Okay. Initially, most of heat, okay, a lot of heat will flow from A to B. Let's say 40 joule. Okay, 40 joule from A to B. At the same time, a small amount of heat still flow from B to A, 0.5 joule. Okay, just for example. After they reach thermal equilibrium, the thermal flow equals to 20 joule from A to B, and at the same time from B to A, it also 20 joule. So if we look into this motion of heat, okay, from A to B, 20 joule, and from B to A, 20 joule, okay, just like you add positive and negative number, plus positive, plus minus, okay, 20, what you will get? You will get equals to 0. Okay. So same like the thermal flow. Okay, from A to B, 20 joule. At the same time, from B to A, 20 joule. So in this case, we say that the net rate, okay, of heat flow is equals to 0. That means there is no difference between the flow from A to B and B to A. They are the same figure, 20 joule and 20 joule. Initially, yes, there are a big difference between A to B. We have 40 joule, but from B to A, or from colder to hotter object, it much lower compare from hotter to colder. So here we say that the net heat flow or thermal flow is bigger, okay, is bigger from from A to B. Oh, we just use the heat flow. Okay, the heat flow from A to B is bigger from A compared to B to A. So you must understand this net rate of heat flow. It is the combination of both flowing heat, A to B and B to A. So the net rate of heat flow is equals to 0. So this is what will happen when objects which is in thermal context reach the thermal equilibrium. Okay, so there are a lot of example which you may refer to your notes. Okay, so some of example, situation 1, let's say some food is put in the refrigerator, heat flow from the food to air in the refrigerator. When the thermal equilibrium is achieved, the net rate of heat transfer is 0. The temperature of the food is equal to the temperature of the air of a refrigerator. Okay, so I think maybe you can try to understand that. Oh, I just sketch a simple diagram here. Okay, simple diagram here. So let's say this is your refrigerator, and then we have air inside the refrigerator, and we put one object which is hotter. Of course, the object is hotter. So let's say object A. Okay, object A. So this is theta A, and this is theta refrigerator. Okay, theta refrigerator. So since A is hotter, and then it also in contact with the air around it, or the air inside the refrigerator, so there will be flow of heat. Okay, there will be flow of heat. Of course, most of the heat will flow from A to the air molecules, okay, inside the refrigerator. Why? Because A is much hotter, okay, compared to the flow of heat from air to object. It is much lower. Why? Okay, because they are colder. But still there are two ways of direction of the heat flow. Okay, outside, going outside, and going inside into the object. So this is the initial condition. What will happen that after we leave it a long time? Okay, what will happen then? Okay, so the same refrigerator. Okay, same object A, but now, okay, once they reach the thermal equilibrium, okay, thermal equilibrium, so the heat flow from A to the air inside the refrigerator is equals to the heat flow from air in the refrigerator into the object. So the amount is equal. So in this state, we call it we can say that the net rate of heat flow, okay, is equals to 0. Okay, but the heat or the thermal still flowing. Okay, we cannot say that there is no heat flow. No, it is wrong. Okay, there is still heat flow, but the net rate, meaning the heat going inside object A and the heat going outside from A, okay, if we add these two, go in and go out, okay, we will get equals to 0. So that is meant by net rate of heat flow equals to 0. Okay, so I hope you can understand the concept of thermal equilibrium and thermal contact. Okay, of course there are another examples given in your module, which is already uploaded in your Google Classroom. Okay, you may look into it, and if you have any question, please ask me. Okay, and I will help you to understand it better. So that's all for this video, and thank you.